Well, not really. I'm gonna learn though.
Okay, a Ford 4000 is a 3-cylinder, and a Ford 5000 is a 4-cylinder. How about that?
Oh, okay. All right, that makes
Yep.
sense.
Hey, check out this.
Oh, twins. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
We're twins.
I figured you'd be wearing your overalls. I was like, you know what? I got to get ready, get my overalls on, all that, because I know my little buddy's going to be wearing his.
I should have. I really
You
should
should
have.
have. So what you been up to this summer? You hit me up. You hit me up the other day. You said you wanted to do a kind of a live together.
Mhm.
Uh, I know we were supposed to hunt together again this summer, and you've been busy doing what?
Well, I've been working for my papa down at the meat shop making sausage.
And if anybody is in the state of Tennessee and they want any sausage, let me tell you, this guy right here, he makes the best sausage there is in the state. He give me some when I come up and coon hunted with him, and we made some. You remember what we made with it? I sent you a message
I remember
that
the
was
message.
made.
Yeah, I remember the message you sent me. Was it? I can't remember really.
I know. Seems like I might have made some. So it's my so-called potato soup, but I put potatoes, cream cheese, a lot of shredded cheese. I cooked sausage, put that in it, and then I put some peppers in it. I know I made some of that with it, and it was amazing. I think we
Oh
made
yeah.
some tail with it, and it was really good also. So uh, if y'all are in the state of Tennessee and around this guy right here, he can hook you up. I
Oh
don't know if
yeah.
you guys watched his
Definitely.
videos, but this guy he cooks a steak. He owes me a steak when if he comes down and hunts, he owes me a steak. If I come up there and hunt, he
Oh yeah. That's for sure. Well, I've really worked all summer. I've been trying to pay off my little S10 truck, so that I got, trying to pay it off. So that's I've been. My dad. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah. Mhm. I'll let you do the honors. I got you. You do it. I got
you pull.
you. Mhm.
to help my dad out.
Oh yeah.
But you help him out on the farm. And you're now 13 years old, right?
Just turned 14, June 29th.
Just turned 14 years old. So at that time, 13 years old, and you want to help your dad out on the farm.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
So, just what do you do?
Well, I drive the grain cart mostly. That's what I mostly do. I've drove the
Okay,
combine a few times.
okay. And all that, a lot of them coon hunt. A lot of them, some of them are.
Hmm?
He sent me one, so it may be on his channel. Yep, it's on your channel. We're on your channel,
Oh,
not on
okay.
my channel.
Well, I didn't.
Since you sent me, we're on your channel, not. What's your channel again for everybody?
Judd Wardlow.
Judd Wardlow. My wife just stepped into the man cave
There we
here.
go. Now we're talking.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like on the little rascals, the He-Man Haters Club. This
Yeah, the code right there. Yeah, that's the code. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's it.
um, a lot of my followers they coon hunt. Some of them are older of the older generation, and they don't get to get out a whole lot, and don't get to coon hunt as much as they'd like, or not in the best of health or whatever. So I try to bring them to the woods with me. And you're kind of doing the same thing with your channel as
Mm.
far as outdoors. I've watched a couple of your videos, and you've done some trapping, you've done some a whole lot of fishing.
Oh yeah.
Yep. You fish with your dad?
Yes, sir. Oh, that wasn't my grandpa. That was a guy that works for us. I mean, he's basically my grandpa, but yeah, we'll just call him. Yeah, he goes with us all the time.
Deal. So, and your little brother,
Jib.
so Jeb went coon hunting with us. He was a trooper for about what,
Just about.
and then
Yeah.
he fell asleep.
Oh yeah.
Back to your summer. You've been working with your dad on the farm.
Mhm.
What did y'all grow this year?
We got corn, cotton, and soybeans.
All right. So here's a little fun fact. Did you a guy just messaged live talking about the
Mhm.
coon love cotton blooms.
Huh.
Yep.
I did
So
not know that.
have you ever coon hunted any cotton fields? And I have. Last year, actually, they were house. They were more in the cotton fields than they were the corn.
Hmm.
So
I
pretty
ain't
good
never heard of that.
on the coons. Um, so helping her dad. What uh, what grade you going into?
Going into the 8th grade.
Fixing to be in high school.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Are you really?
Well, I don't know. My big brother's gonna be a senior, so I'm sure I'm gonna get. Wouldn't surprise me if I get a swirly. Just to be honest with
You think you're gonna get a swirly?
just because it would not surprise me, not one
Have you
bit.
been doing push-ups, anything like that? You know,
Well, I don't. He's pretty big. I ain't gonna mess
you
with him.
ain't gonna mess with him. Okay.
No.
All right. So we got to get together again and go coon hunting, don't we?
Oh yeah.
When are we? I know we're doing a live now, and would love for us to possibly do a live video coon hunting.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. More than I would think so. Maybe.
You think so?
Mhm.
So, when do you think we can make that happen? I know we talked about it. I know we tried to plan it where you and your brother and a couple of his buddies could come
Mhm.
stay.
Yeah, we're
And
still trying to do that, but the summers we all had work on the weekends and.
well, yeah, man, it's been crazy. It has
Oh
been a summer. My wife's had me working like a borrowed mule. You ever been worked like a borrowed mule?
yeah, a few times.
Lord help me. It's been tough, buddy. But we about got all that behind us. Um, I don't want anybody to get snake bit. And what do we have here in the South? We got a bunch of them, don't
When you sent me that picture, I showed it to Dad, and he about freaked. He's like,
we? And
"Golly!"
your dad hit me up when I come up and hunt with you. He's been wanting a big rattlesnake. And I should have
Mhm.
remembered that. I should have brought it out of the woods for him and give that to him. But
I'm staying clear of them
yeah,
things. Mm-mm.
they're
Oh yeah.
so what else you been up to?
Well, I've been trying to get some deer hunting spots ready. I've been trying to shoot my bow a little bit, for bow season.
Okay.
But and then fishing a lot, definitely. Well, I've been bass fishing a few times up at our pond, but well, my little brother he caught a pretty big fish up there, but mostly we've been catfishing at the river.
Okay. I'll fillet them and put them in the freezer and all that.
Well, on the Tennessee River where we fish, the fish are kind of not the greatest tasting at a certain time of year. So like summertime, they won't be the greatest tasting. So, but over I can't remember a certain pounds, and we don't catch the small ones. We try to go for the great big ones, and over like a certain pounds, they're trying to go like a state record. So we have to throw them back. But if they're like I don't know 10, 15 pounds, we'll just turn them loose. Because if my dad was on here, the first thing he would say, he's not about keeping fish. I don't know why. He'll keep a sauger, but he won't keep anything else. I don't know why. He
Yeah.
likes to catch and release fish.
Okay. Well, I kind of like
So you can catch them
because
again.
well maybe a little bit, but when you catch them, you know what you got to do with them.
You gotta clean them.
You got to clean them. You know what that requires
Time and effort.
is what that
Yeah,
requires.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right. And we had a pretty good night. We didn't. We made one den. I think we made one or two den trees. I know of one. I remember. Have you been hunting anymore?
I've hunted a few times, but not lately because I've been getting home late and from work. But really, I gotta get back into it. When winter comes, when I ain't so busy, then I'm gonna try to start hunting two or three times a week.
Okay. Well, well, we definitely got to get together, and I'm gonna take time out of my schedule to for y'all to come up. You and your mom and dad, y'all come stay at our tiny house and we'll go out and we'll go coon hunting because I know we've had it planned and we've just not been able to make it happen. So we're gonna definitely make that happen next month or so.
Oh
Maybe
yeah.
after you get in school for the first month, maybe everything will kind of start settling down.
Mhm.
When do y'all start y'all's is the farming in for y'all?
Um, but really, well, this year it rained a lot, so we had to plant real late. So usually we'll get done. I don't know, late October, early November. But this year, I don't know. It's gonna be rough. All this rain down here ruined it for us. Because it's gonna be rough. That's for sure.
Now,
Probably this year, maybe
did,
late November.
did any of y'all's crops get burned up with all the? See, it's been really dry here, and a lot of the corn and stuff around here's got burned up. Did any of y'all's get?
Well, luckily, like you said, it was real wet there for a few weeks, and now here lately we've had a big dry spell. We had a few rains last week, but uh, we came real close to having some burn up. And if it wouldn't have rained them 2 inches, it definitely would have burned up. But thankfully, thank to the Lord, they didn't. So that's good.
Good deal. Thing,
Yeah.
all
Can you see?
that.
Can you see the comments, or is that just me?
I can see one. That's my wife.
Yeah.
My wife. I know. She said, "Look good, guy." I think she was talking to me more than you. I
Oh,
think it's the
okay.
shirt. You think it's the shirt?
Probably. She said
It's
one on. She said, "What's Judd's favorite coon tail?"
oh
Uh,
yeah, because I was gonna. I when I started this video and I sent you the link, I named it Coon Tails, Tailf with Judd, and my plan was to talk pretty much everything, but to talk coon hunting also. So what I guess what is the highlight, or let's back up a little bit. What got you into coon hunting? What made you decide that you want to go coon hunting?
well, it was back in duck season. This guy that I went, his name's Mason Weeks. We went duck hunting with them, and he had a coon hunting sticker and a coon dog box on the back of his Ranger. So I got out, of the Ranger, and I saw that sticker in the box, and I said, "Oh, you coon hunt?" He was like, "Yeah, have you ever been?" And I said, "No." So then it just kind of escalated from there. We exchanged phone numbers, and then that next weekend we went, and I enjoyed it.
Okay.
So
All
that's
right.
when it really got me hooked, I think.
Okay. So just a $100 pretty much got you interested in going coon hunting. And
Well, and I was watching your video actually of when you got that little boy that blue tick. I was watching that video.
okay,
I was watching that, and I was like, "Well, that sounds fun." So then it just happened all in that kind of same week.
it kind of all lined up together.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, and we'll get back to my wife's question. So, and it don't have to be when me and you went.
All
So,
right.
because I know I watched one video and you went with some buddies and y'all
Mhm.
knocked one out to the dogs, right? Okay. All right. Well, tell us about the best coon hunting story that you got, and then
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you some stories of mine that can remember that brings back a real good memory to me and me.
Well, probably either my first one or one of the ones in between. Well, probably the best memory I have is, well, it was kind of dangerous, but I thought it was pretty cool. Here up in Tennessee, I didn't think that I mean, I know we have wild hogs, but not where I am, you know.
Yes, sir.
And we was hunting. Me and Mason and his dad we cut loose and we walked through these briars, and it was bad. And on the garment it said treed, so we walked to them and we looked up in the tree that they were barking on, or looked like they was barking on, and well, there wasn't nothing up there. You know, it was in the wintertime where you could see like scan the whole tree. And then we looked down, and then all the dogs except the one was in a hole, and we was like, what in the world? So Mason's dad handed him a little pistol because he thought it was something weird, and I didn't know. I just stood behind a tree, sitting there like I'm fixing to get a show or something, you know. So then he said it's a hog, and we got them dogs on the leads, and we got out of there. So that was probably the best, I think.
In the hole. Wow.
Hmm.
That's pretty.
I mean, I know it ain't a good story, but
No,
it impressed
that's
me.
a good story. It a lot of people. There's a lot of people on YouTube that they they want to talk to these people that's won like all these big hunts and stuff like that, and that's great. Like I support them also, uh,
Hmm.
but I like talking to people like you, and I think there's a lot of I think there's a lot of viewers out there that may not competition hunt. They may just love to hear the sound of a dog bark, or they may have loved watching where Red Fern grows or something like that, and so
That was me. Yeah,
they're
definitely. Where the
getting
red
in.
fern grows.
So uh, I've got probably I tell everybody this. The first time I went coon hunting, or it was probably not the first time I went coon hunting. Might have been the second hunting. My wife's dad, which he didn't know, I didn't know at the time. I knew that Mr. Trenton had a daughter, but I didn't know much about her, and probably the first time I probably didn't even know he had a daughter. But I don't remember if we, but I can tell you everything about like where we went. So we went over in Wolf Creek Management area, and we passed by this old church. And, the name of this church is Willis Chapel. It's way up on a mountain. It's got the concrete tables off to the side, and where everybody back in the day they used to meet, and they'd have a big
Mhm.
road. And we come off this hill on dirt road, and we turned right, and we went up in this spot. An old, probably about a 70 to 74 model blue Ford F-150 long wheelbase, 3 speed on the collar. That truck, and it had old CB in it, and we went up the bottom, and I think they might have struck something, and just hearing them dogs bark like that lit the smell of the old truck and the CB. That's probably what got me hooked. And my grandpa, so my he coon hunted, and he had an old dog. It was a red tick, and her name was Red.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually to me. He's still alive, but and he never competition. Come get old Red and take her. And he had got up in age, and Red was probably she was probably 10 years old. And so I'd go get her, and it amazed me the like the how their mind worked and everything. I mean, this from house. And he told me, I'll never forget. He told me the first time I got there to get. Told me so. So I left the door of the pen open, went and got her, and I'm telling you, this was probably one of two, and preacher I say is one, but every,
I'm going to get some
every time
light.
she had a coon. So uh, he would always tell me when you come back home to and let her go back, and she'd go back and she'd get in her pen, and you'd walk up there and close the door, and man, she'd go to sleep. But uh,
Really?
I never hunted with him. And about a year ago, he 15 minutes from the house, and he come down and hunted with me, and tramps, and for him to go hunting with me, and when we're walking back side by side, that meant a lot to me, I guess, going with him. So as far as coon hunting, and one of them that meant most to me.
Yeah, for sure. I reckon next time we're gonna have to do this on your channel. That way, all your viewers can come on here because
Well,
we only got two.
it's all right. I'm gonna share it to mine. I think I can share it to mine. If I can't, we'll do it on mine next time, or maybe you can tag me in it or something, or I'll go on your channel and copy it and tag it and see if I can share it. Okay. All right. You want to do a weekly thing?
This is nice. I love doing this.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, I've been wanting to do something like this, and maybe next time I'll bring them. I'll let you question them. How about that?
Yeah, that's fine. I just like talking. I'm a motor mouth. I like to talk. I talk about anything.
All right. Well, hey, I know it's probably. Are you just getting out of the fields?
Well, I went to go. Well, I had to cut up some hogs today, so I got off about one or two, and then I'd go check on my baby pigs. So yeah, but I reckon.
Okay.
But I'm going to have to get up early in the morning. So.
When you say early, what time?
Well, it's not that bad. I mean, it's 5:45, but.
Woo, Lord, I'm still asleep, buddy. I'm still asleep. I'm just getting in from coon hunting about an hour before that a lot of times, so that's tough.
Yeah. Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I done thought up of me some. Alrighty. So the first one is, what made you want to start a YouTube channel?
You made me to start a YouTube channel. Well, I didn't really. My wife, so I had got out of coon hunting for about 17 years, 17 or 18 years, and made a lot of bad mistakes, just a lot of uh, a lot of mistakes, I guess. And so I decided, you know what, I better get back to coon hunting, and that'll maybe I can stay in the woods because that's what I love to do. And so started back coon hunting, and I'd met my wife, and she her videos told me, she said, why don't, she said, I'm gonna start you a YouTube channel, and we'll go from there. And I thought, well, okay. So she did, and she'd film it, and she'd ask me questions while, and every time she'd ask me questions, this and that, and then just filming me with a phone, boy, I'd lock up. I wouldn't know what to say. I'd get all shy, and I thought, man, I don't know if I'm any good at this. And so we kind of we done a video or done two videos, and then it kind of stopped. And uh, the whole time when I got back into it, I wanted to do something for kids. And
Mm-hmm.
from the little community I'm from, which is Carbon Hill, Alabama, there's well, just about like anywhere in the world, there's a lot of drugs, there's a lot of bad things going on, and there's not a whole lot for kids to do. So I thought, you know what, I want to get back into coon hunting, and I want something for kids. So I want to start taking kids coon hunting. So that's what I did. We started the YouTube channel, and it took about a year. There was a lot of people that were on board, but they didn't want to be on board because, well, there's liabilities and there's stuff like that. So finally, I just said, you know what, I'm doing it. They can like it or leave it or whatever. And so I started taking kids hunting, and that's kind of what started the channel up. Yeah, and I had a blast coming up hunting with you. I sure did, and I'll never. I laugh about it, and I might have shed a few tears about it when I called you. You had commented several times on my channel about us going together, and we had tried to get together, and I was real careful about what I shared on YouTube as far as phone number and contact info and all that. And finally, you looked me up on social media on Facebook, and we exchanged phone numbers. And when you called, or when I called you back, you said, "Oh, Mr. Jeffrey, I can't believe I'm actually talking to you." And you know, I told you right then, nobody. I'm just a guy with a coon dog, and I guess it means a lot to me that the kids and there's people that look up to somebody that is just out here trying to do something for others. Watch, good stuff. No cussing, no swearing, nothing like that. We go out in the woods and we have a good time when we go, and I think there's more people that needs to see stuff like that instead of what's being shown on TV. That, when we go out coon hunting, we go out, and that's some of the best fellowship that you can have. You get down to your real self when you're out there, or when you're out on the boat fishing with your dad. That's stuff like that that's we we take pride in that. So it means a lot to me that you looked me up and you contacted me. Uh, I try to, if there's other kids that watch my channel and stuff like that, and they reach out, and I try to send them a shirt, or try to talk to them as much as I can, because I want everybody to experience coon hunting, and getting out in the woods and enjoying what God's created for them, because out there's nothing that'll hurt you. We've got snakes, we've got everything else, but that's nothing what is out on the streets. There's a lot worse.
Yes, my last question for you is, what really I wondered this reaction when a kid like me just started calling.
Well, I don't know that I really. What did I think? Let's see. I guess it really amazed me, because the comments that you get, like when I first started the YouTube channel and all that, and I was getting a lot of good comments of, just looking good, dogs looking good, stuff like that. And then when I guess when you started commenting and all that and wanting to go coon hunting, I thought, my goodness, somebody actually wants to come and hunt with me, and like I told you, I was like, hey, I'm nobody, and I didn't mean that like I was just nobody, because everybody is somebody. Everybody means something to somebody. But there's as far as a role model, as far as a superstar or something like that, there's so many professional athletes in this world. There's so many uh, pop singers that these, and I say these, my daughter follows. She is a huge Taylor Swift fan, so you know millions and millions of views, and then here I am that's just got a dog and I go out coon hunting. So it really amazed me, and like my wife said, 80-year-old man, she's like, yo, you're like 80 years old, and you live like you was in the uh, born and raised, in the 40s and 50s. And so talking to you myself because I had a job at the age of 11. I worked on a farm, uh, fixing fences, working out in the fields, and helping with cows and all that at an early age. So it really meant a lot to me. It touched my heart because I was like, wow, this kid right here, he's got a love for the outdoors, and
Oh
he's
yeah.
got a good raising. He's got parents that care about him and have let him start his little YouTube channel and to share all this. And so it really meant a lot to me. It really did. We still haven't got you a puppy. When you slow down
I
and you
know.
let you, we're gonna get you a puppy, okay?
That's fine already. I don't know
I
about the training it part. That's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna do it.
I heard
I can try.
I heard that. Well, well, you better be getting into bed pretty soon.
Yeah, I reckon.
I heard that.
Well, still, I would like maybe make this a weekly thing or something like that because I really enjoyed this.
Okay, I'm good with it, buddy. I am good with it. It lets me sit
Oh
down,
yeah,
and relax for a little bit. Uh,
yeah,
so yeah, I enjoyed it too. All right.
oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna see if I
Well,
can share this to my channel, and I know I can share it to my Facebook account, and hopefully we can get next week. We've got 2 viewers next week, and we've almost talked an hour. Do you see that? That's crazy. Next week,
uh-huh.
again,
Yeah.
we'll try to do it on my channel, and we'll try to get some more viewers. Okay. All right, buddy. You.
Yeah, that's fine with me. You too. It's
I,
good talking to you again. I enjoyed
good.
it.
All right, buddy. You have a good night.
All right.
All
You
right.
too.
Bye bye.